Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. You're not getting an intro today. I only have 10 minutes, so I'm going to jump straight into this topic and leave no time wasted. Okay. Now, there's a lot that can be said about this topic, and the only thing I'm going to focus in on this video is understanding the difference between emotionally reacting, what doesn't deserve a reaction, how to respond in a way that is confident, or how to remain reactionary, give it no response, and hold that knowing. Okay. There could be a few things that are causing you to get triggered. Or there could be some beliefs that are skewing your perception as well too that make applying this very difficult. I'm not talking about this in this video. Okay. If you want to learn more about that, I talk about nervous system regulation, adjusting your beliefs in plenty of my videos. There are quite a few beliefs that you want to get in alignment in terms of communication, but there could also be some things about general topics that are just triggering you that make applying this more difficult. But like I said, I'm not talking about that in this video. What I really want to focus on is understanding how to consistently show up as this version of yourself that is able to create what it is that you desire, and doing that shamelessly and really getting clear on what that means. So, first thing that I want to start with is there is a huge difference between emotionally reacting and feeding into toxic arguments and getting triggered by what the people are doing around you and continually reacting the same way, which is recreating the same results. Okay. And I know in the past few videos, I've said most things don't need a reaction. In fact, we're doing a no reaction November challenge on my channel. I just posted last night asking you guys how it's been going for you. And one thing that you're going to notice is that's very true. Okay. When your beliefs really get in alignment, when you really come into full recognition within yourself, you're going to notice that most things don't need a reaction because you're really solid in who you are. Like it is, again, in a way below you to react. And you just don't feel the need to prove yourself, to chase after something, to try to convince somebody something. Okay. So I want to expand on that a bit more though. Okay. The reason why emotionally reacting is not going to get you what you desire is because the way that you are interacting with the people, the things that are triggering you, are things that need to be resolved within yourself. Okay. No matter what is going on around you, no matter what people are saying or doing, how you choose to respond to it is really your power. And when you allow people, places, or things to get a negative reaction out of you that brings you down into a very hateful, angry, jealous, or sad space where you want to project that and you want other people to feel the way that you're feeling, you're going to notice that it doesn't move you towards any solution that you desire. Okay. I'm not saying this in the sense that your emotions are bad. Again, the previous video that I just put on my channel, I was talking about how processing your emotions is necessary. But if you want to create solutions in your relationships and different aspects of your life, then you have to get the conscious control over how you're feeling and really ask yourself, even though I feel this way in this situation, reacting and projecting this anger, sadness, grief, whatever it may be, onto the people, places, or things around me is not going to move me towards what I desire. So we can already rationalize why emotionally reacting to things is not going to get us what we want. And then typically when you emotionally react to things, it becomes a game. Okay. Like it really does become a game with whoever you're interacting with. And this is just going into human behavior. It just is what it is. And it's just not going to move you towards what you want. Now, the other thing that I want to talk about though is giving something no response or responding in a way that is confident. Okay. Again, most times you're not going to really need to react or respond to most things because if you're really solid in who you are, then you just take things for face value. Okay, thank you very much. I don't feel the need to argue with you, chase after you, make or force anything to happen here. I'm going to really remember who I am, drop this, move on with my day, give this a very minimalistic response that shows that I'm just not going to interact with you this way. And I'm going to hold that knowing. I'm going to decide what is going to happen here, and this is very, very important, okay? If you choose to give something no response, you need to decide what is going to unfold. You're not going to sit here and think, oh, I really hope this person turns around. Oh, I really hope they recognize my worth and value. I really hope that they're going to apologize to me. I really hope they recognize that what they're doing is wrong. They know. They know, you guys. You know when you are doing something wrong to somebody. Okay. So don't be fooled by anybody around you, because they are not just, can't realize that they're acting in a fucked up way. They know. And what you need to do is stop engaging with it and allow for them to come into that realization, which they will. And you're going to decide and know that. And you're not going to waver in that decision. So that's my first, that's like the only kind of condition that I'm placing if you choose to give something no response, is you're not going to sit here and think, oh my gosh, I'm not responding to them. They're going to lose interest in me, or they're not going to recognize me, or they're going to move on. No, you're going to give it no response, and you're going to decide what is going to unfold. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about, this is going to be a short, quick video, you guys, because I really have to get going, but I wanted to come on and talk about this, okay? Some things do deserve a response. Sometimes you need to say no. Sometimes you need to call people out on their bullshit. That is okay. Okay. But there, again, is a huge difference between emotionally reacting and responding in a very respectful, mature, matter of fact way. Okay. And if people don't like it, they can get over it. Okay. If you are in a space where your nervous system is regulated, you have really, really good beliefs about yourself, you're not just misperceiving your reality, and what is going on is genuinely wrong, and you feel that speaking up is going to help you feel good with yourself, it's going to honor you, it's going to really allow for you to step into that version of yourself, then do it. Okay. Again, not everything needs a response, not everything needs a reaction. But here's the other thing: when you choose to speak up and say no, or you say, I don't like that, that's not okay, that's not really cool, you need to do it in a matter of fact way, like, hey, you wouldn't like this if I did this to you. You wouldn't like this if somebody else did this to you. I'm not here to judge you about this. I'm not going to make you feel like crap about what you're doing. However, that is not okay. And here's the thing that people struggle with when they do this. The moment you speak up for yourself, one, you're either not confident with what you're doing, which is why you need to work on your beliefs surrounding communication and having fearless confidence. But the second thing is, the moment after you say what it is that you believe is true for yourself and you say no to something, people will go straight into doubt. Was I too rude? Was I mean? Are they going to think I'm a bad person? No, it is not bad for you to say no or to speak up and say the things that are genuinely true. I mean, like, I'm talking about being really grounded in logic. Like, anybody would find that unacceptable. Don't fucking play with me, and don't act like you don't know what you are doing. Okay. When you respond in that way, what you need to do immediately afterwards, in my opinion, is you need to know you're not going to try to continue to tell this person that what they're doing is wrong. You're not going to nag them. You're not going to continue to follow up with them. You are going to say, this is unacceptable for these reasons. Okay. And then you're going to know that they're going to recognize that. They're going to step up to the plate, and you don't need to continue to bring this up anymore. Okay. Because the problem that people have when they do this, take this approach where they do decide to respond, is they keep on thinking it is a problem. They keep bringing it up. I keep telling you this. I keep telling you this. You need to be able to say no and respond in this mature, balanced way. And then if the person is not getting it, then you choose to prioritize yourself, and you know and expect that they're going to step up to the plate, and you feel very firm in the decision that you're making. You don't doubt yourself. You don't second guess yourself. You really believe in, what you did was right, and speaking up was the right thing, and that they're going to come to their senses and recognize and honor and love you. And you don't have to chase after that. You don't have to remind them. You don't have to try and make that happen. You can say no, and you can know into being that they're going to love and respect you. And in fact, they're going to find this even more attractive. So when you speak up for yourself, when you know your worth and your value, and you say no, or you say you don't like something, that is actually very attractive. If you can do it in a way that is very balanced and grounded, meaning your nervous system is regulated and you have really good beliefs about yourself, right? again, the issue that people will have when they choose to take this approach of responding or saying no or saying they don't like something is they'll go straight into doubt. No, you're not going to doubt. You're not going to care whether or not they don't like it. This is your life. You get to decide who you're going to be and how people are going to show up for you. And if they don't like it, they can get over it. You're not going to force it on them. You're not going to continually remind them. You're just going to make it very clear, hey, if you're going to be in my life, you can't fucking do that, period. And I'm not going to judge you for that. I'm not going to make you feel bad for that. I'm not going to think you're a horrible person. I just personally am not going to allow that into my life. And I'm going to expect to know that you're going to honor me because I'm worth that. I'm worth somebody stepping up to the plate. I'm worth somebody going through a growth process. I'm worth somebody honoring me and taking accountability and ownership for their mistakes. And I need to know that first. I'm going to believe that first, because if I don't believe that and I don't know that, nobody else is going to treat me that way. And I'm going to be pretty fucking shameless about that. Okay. So you need to be able to differentiate when you want to emotionally react to something, when something doesn't need a reaction or a response, and when something does need a response, and you do that shamelessly. And that all begins, like I said at the beginning of this video, okay, it does begin with really getting a grasp on your nervous system and really challenging the beliefs that you have and the perception that you have of your reality, because there may be things that are triggering you or things that you want to say no to or things that you want to react to that are just coming from previous traumas and previous experiences that are getting triggered within you that you want to project outwards. So that's why I said it's going to be a little bit difficult to apply this, but if you are in that really solid place within yourself and you can tell that you're not just getting triggered, you're not just, like expecting something negatively or assuming something negatively because of your previously held experiences or beliefs, and you can just see, you know what, nope, this is actually not going to be my story, then you should feel confident with giving that response. Okay. However, again, like I said, most things don't need a reaction. Most things don't need a response. And in fact, you're going to feel so much better. So, like, the quality of your day-to-day life is going to rise exponentially when you stop reacting and responding to things, and you take all that time and energy that you would have used being mentally upset and dwelling on the situation and allowing yourself to go into this negative place. When you take all that time and you just invest that into, you know what, I actually don't give a fuck. I'm going to invest in myself. I'm going to do the things that make me happy. I'm going to build myself up. I'm telling you, the quality of your life experience is going to rise exponentially, because you are going to be your own source of joy, of love, of happiness, and of success. And here's the thing, that is actually what you need to be. Okay. So I hope this video gave you some insight as to how to differentiate between those three different things. I got to go, you guys. Thank you. I'm like tripping up on my words. I don't know why I'm tripping up on my words today. I'm like in a really, really great space. That is so funny. Anyways, I got to go, you guys. I love you all so much. Thank you, everybody that's here. Thank you for all the thumbs up, and I will see you all later. Bye.